Good morning, everybody. Beautiful morning here in Springfield, Missouri today. Okay, let's see. SPY, we'll start with that. Looks like we're getting about 143.30 right now. 143.30. Well, it puts us on an inside day of Friday's close. Bears are still in control of the short term. We need to wait, be patient for a reversal signal in the market. Of course, there's going to be charts that are going to be working. Just make sure you're in those. If they're not working, you'll know. Get out of them. Get out of them. Don't take those big losses. We want to be on the right side of the trade. One great way to ask yourself, am I on the right side of the trade, is where is price action in relationship to the T-line? EA, well, let's start with TTWO. This is the featured stock pick for today. So we'll ask ourselves, where is price in relationship to the T-line? Price is currently on top of the T-line. That means price is leading the T-line up. We want to look at this bullishly with a move up over Friday's high. What is this about? Let that 1135 price. We want to be long. PBO buyers, if you want to buy on pullback, inside day. If you like to buy in this area, we'll look to buy down to about the 20-day simple moving average is where it is right now. The 20 will probably be up today, but about 1075 as far as a number goes. So anywhere in here I would look to be a buyer. Anything below 1075 I would look to be a seller. I would want to get out of it. And then if it starts to come back up, we can look to buy that back. So TTWO, our featured stock pick. EA was mentioned in the trading room by somebody last week. I can't remember who, apologize. But you can see how EA has made a rounded bottom breakout. It's rallied up just like it's supposed to by our zigzag chart pattern here. We've pulled back, found a little bottom, up, consolidated, and now we're back above the big three resistance, creating support now. We're looking for follow through. Maybe this time it comes up and attacks the 200-day moving average. Next one I have is Dole, D-O-L-E. I was short Dole for a few days, made a little money on that, and now Dole has put in a Morningstar signal. We want to see strength come over the top of this area about right in here. Strength above that area, I'd look to be a buyer, and I would certainly want to hold that buy above with a close above the T-line. With a close above the T-line. Right now we have a candlestick Morningstar. This is a reversal pattern. We need to see follow through, but notice how price is still underneath the T-line, so there needs to be some caution in this one. And if it moves up over and close over the T-line, then we can say, where is price in relationship to the T-line? Then we can look at that as a bullish view. Then if you want a little more assurance, we'll take a look at the line chart and then see if that line chart starts swinging up, and then I would want to be long that. That is a beautiful candlestick pattern, very nice looking chart. No guarantee it's going to work out, but if it starts to, I want to be involved with it. ELN, another nice looking chart that seems to be basing out right here. Notice the moving average squeeze, bullish engulf. We could have a rounded bottom breakout, and then that would send us up to the 200-day moving average over the next week or so. So on strength above the 50 with a close above the 50. STEM. Several people I think here are in STEM already. Maybe have been holding STEM for a week or so perhaps. STEM had a bull kicker gap up Friday. We're looking for continued strength on STEM. If STEM can get to the point where it breaks out of about this 230, then we'll look at the swing high here up in the 260 area, and then possibly higher. That's STEM, STEM. Is that right? That's not right. FL, there we go. SHFL, SHFL. We're trending up. You can just see that trend right here. And it's pretty much just kind of sliding right up the 200-day moving average. You can see how it's pulling back and bouncing, pulling back and bouncing, making a series of. Right now, I don't know that I would call it higher highs. It seems to be capped right in this area. But what could happen here is if this bounce gets going again, this could create enough pressure to pop it out of this top. This is a very nice bullish chart pattern right here, where the bears hold it down for the most part at the top, and then the bulls drive it up, creating pressure, and it gets enough pressure in here, and then all of a sudden it just pops right out to the top side there. That's SHFL. That would send us up to the recent swing high of about 1830, 1840, up into that area there. LVS, rounded bottom breakout back here, rallied and pulled back, and then pow, lots of money could have been made on this breakout up to the 200-day moving average. It pulled back, kind of danced around a little bit, and then it gave it all back down to the 50 simple. This may be starting to create a bottom right here, and it may want to start swinging back up to the 200-day moving average and possibly above the 200-day moving average. MNST started with this piercing candle down here, and then from there you can see how it's trended up with a series of highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, and now it's trying to make another higher high. We have a little inverted hammer, doji, and then a bullish candle closed just under the 50-day moving average. Any strength above the 50, I would look at buying that. This may want to start swinging back to the upside. This may be a bottom where it wants to start turning on this one. SGMS. SGMS was a featured stock pick on October 1st. You can see that it fell back down, did not hold up, but it's holding yet above the the 50 simple. It's in our 2050 trap right now. We have a doji bullish candle with a little bit of follow through above the T-line Friday. If we see any strength on this, we want to be a buyer. If it starts breaking out of these tops, certainly want to be a buyer at that level. 200-day moving average is still the target on SGMS. And GRPN, that's been on the watch list on and off the last few days. I think it's still setting up. I think it's acting very good here. Nice little flag being built. Holding above the 50, holding above the T-line. I think anything in here is a buy. A buy if you're looking to get into this chart. You're looking to get in. I would look for something right over that T-line, right over the 50, just as close as possible, because that's where our stop's going to be. And then we'll see if that can't carry up. If it does start to pop out, I do think it comes up, plays into this gap area. If it breaks out up into this upper target, we should see the 200-day moving average on this. So far, this is a very nice chart pattern. It's just taking its dear sweet time to get going there. Okay, another quick look at the market. What are we doing here? 143.23. So we're still hanging in that 50 simple area inside day of Friday. I suspect we're going to have a few more days of sloppiness, but I do think we're likely to see a oversold bounce. How high that goes, I haven't the foggiest clue. I don't think it's going to go real high, but I do expect a little bounce in the next 3 days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. I would suspect what happens is we see some sort of a bounce maybe, and then we see it come back down. I do not have high hopes for the rest of the year. I think we need to be a little cautious. I think we ought to take profits when they're given to us. We really ought to focus on the selling into strength. and be very careful not to be greedy. I think the likelihood of the 200-day moving average is really, really good. I don't think it's going to go there in a straight line. I think it's going to go there in a zigzag motion, and we can take advantage of those zigs and those zags. The biggest key is just don't let the losers get too out of hand and take profits into strength. Now with that, I'm going to say I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Get this market open, make a little money. Back in a moment.